Hi there, fellow moviegoer, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Project Zomboid Arctic, episode 23, Video Home System Rentals. Wooden sticks with pointy ends? Those would be spears, yeah. Yeah, carpentry helps with spears. Absolutely. Oh, it's getting late. I can already sprint for 10 seconds and I'm winded. What else was there in here that I thought I wanted? Maybe more plaster powder? Yeah, I'll go blue for how late it is. Garden fork is a fun weapon. I'll take it. And then I wanted a shelf, right? Okay. I have 9 kilos left, or 8.5 kilos left, so I think I did a pretty good job of grabbing as much as I could. One more minute to vote in that poll, but it looks like it's going to be a tape day. I'll go to another tape store and see if I can get skill tapes. I didn't get any carpentry tapes, which is was surprising. And another thing I ought to do is to mark these down as looted. It's a little weird to use the black X on a black building, but I think it's visible enough. So it's a hit up a tape store. There's something really serene about the snow. Like, I feel like in normal... I mean, there is a reason to try to stay on the concrete, or the road, rather. Because you have better acceleration, handling, you know, braking. But not being able to see the road at all, it's like, oh, well, you know, I can pretend to be a much better driver because I'm staying behind, you know, between the lines that are invisible and don't exist. Okay, so we have another shelf. This shelf can be metalworking stuff, I think. The other thing is I'm probably going to not fertilize just yet, because I'm going to want to find the farming magazine before I jump to that. The reason being, if I fertilize now and the crops get diseased, 2/3 of the time it would have been curable, but I don't know that, so I'll be destroying the crops, and that effectively just destroys my fertilizations. So it's probably best for me to just wait until I you know, won't end up destroying my fertilizer in mass quantity. That's probably what's going to end up happening. But the new shelf is nice, and I have another one in the old trunk. So what I'm doing is I'm just putting weapons on this latest one. Doing some near midnight organization. I probably should get just ready to go to sleep. That'd be the smart thing to do. Hey, Kelney. Thank you for the sub. Welcome. Welcome to the madness that is Victor in the Ice. Ice King Victor. Very happy that I got the propane, though, so I can start to do... I might as well just keep a torch on me, so I can do metalwork on the go. I don't have the metalwork book read, so that's on the ever-growing to-do list. Wrench is probably auto mechanics. I don't really have an auto mechanic shelf just yet. But I've got 4 machetes and 5 crowbars, and I think there's actually even more weapons than that just sort of stashed elsewhere. That doesn't even sound like the sum total. And I still need shelves for, like, trapping and medicine, and it just goes on and on and on. There's always more shelves to make, or need, set up, and use. I'm gonna head to sleep, and then it looks like we're gonna go to the horse track hit bids. Alright. That's roughly in the same neck of the woods that I was just at. It's down to the southwest. With any luck, I'll come away with not duplicate tapes. Car Zone 1. Oh, you know what? I didn't actually mark down the tapes that I have. So I need to do that first thing in the morning so I know which tapes to pick up. Trying to avoid duplicates if I can. Although tapes weigh so very little, it wouldn't be too much of a bother to have duplicates. But I have Car Zone 2, Exposure 2 and 8, Cook 1, 5, 6, 7, and that is it. All right. None of the plants are seeding. I also might want to move this shelf because it seems to block. It looks like it blocks one of the vision spots for the crops, which is not great. So I'll make that change soon. But first, some morning pasta. You wish the pools had a better image for the water? They do. it just glitches out. I'm not keeping it there, I'm just putting it there. There's actually a proper image for the water, it's just broken. It's like as soon as you draw water from the pool, it starts to look the way you're seeing it now. It gets all broken and bugged out. Don't know why. So I'll put the gardening stuff over on this shelf over here. Oh no! No! Oh, it burned! I was fumbling around inventory and rip. But little pasta I have, I'm wasting. I think it would make sense to move the dumpster at some point, but organization will be a voted goal again sometime in the future. I'm not going to worry about it until then. You've just watched Louisville, now you're watching me try to find a lead pipe in Nomad. I am very happy that lead pipes have no other usage outside of that one mod. Because that was brutal. Me in real life, when I cook, I use just the wind-up kitchen timers to time stuff. I have 2 wind-up kitchen timers in my kitchen, and that's how I never burn food. I'm actually a pretty good IRL chef. I've worked in kitchens before in previous jobs. I've been paid to do cooking for other people, and not like there's nothing wrong with McDonald's, but not like McDonald's, but like catering places and real restaurants. So I've never in my life burned pasta. So if you're Italian in the chat, you're welcome to be proud of me. But in game, holy hell do I burn everything. Oh, like now. I'm well on my way to burning this pasta again. What's funny is, like, it's really not that possible to burn pasta, like, IRL until you boil off all the water. You're gonna make it gross and way overdone, but not burned. But it's a game mechanic that I can stand behind. It forces you to care a little bit more than you would otherwise. Alright, I know I'm off track. I should be heading to the hit vids. Let me go ahead and empty out the car, though. Because the trunk has a bunch of stuff. I'm not going to organize any of this or even put it away. I'm just going to dump it, like, into the base. Deal with it later. Because at this rate, I am not going to be able to get to the hit vids in time. One of these welder's masks I'm going to keep on me so that I can do metalworking, but then the other one I'm going to dump. Oh my god, I have so many machetes. I think I have 4 in storage, and I have like 4 more or 3 more here. Like 8 machetes, 2 katanas. If there was ever a time to really lean into the long blade, it would be now. But I already have so much, Actually, I have a better idea. I have a much better idea. But it's going to require me to get more construction skill. I think you in the chat know my idea. I just hinted pretty hard at it. Oh, feeling a little sad. So here's where I'm headed. It would be right there. So the best way to get there, left, right, left, go to the horse track. And hope it's not too crazy down that way. So, how about I run another prediction? The same one as before. How many car zone tapes will I find? With 2 included. Car zone 2. So if I find another copy of 2, that will count. Is what I'm trying to say. Will I find 1 tape, 0 tapes? Are you up to gamble? So if I take this to the end and take a right and then the first left. Put all the machetes on ropes to have like a murder blender. Sounds amazing, if only. You voted 3, you'll never learn. Hey, you know, the thing is, if you vote for an unpopular option and everybody else votes against you and you win, it's quite the windfall. You know, if you're alone and you wagered. Of course, that tactic doesn't really work when other people wager in the same way. Just a little bit of votes. So the next big right towards the horse track, and then it's a left. This is an area that oh, you know what? That's a gas station I should mark down. This is an area that that Louis the First had cleared out a little bit, but zombies move around, so it might not be as nice. But hypothetically, a lot of the houses on my left should be relatively empty, and definitely cleared of loot. There'd be no reason to loot them. Gambling's fun. Don't get addicted to it. It doesn't look... Oops. Looks like I'm in for a bit of a fight here. Didn't help that I, like, drove around and rounded them all up. Oh, it's only -20 today. It's warm. One of the issues with wearing really well insulating clothing like I am is this insulating clothing makes it harder to like swing and wears you down faster. Like if I was in just an undershirt and jeans, I could probably kill twice as many without the endurance loss. But I'm already winded. No, don't talk to me. Am I in the right spot? Let me make sure. Make sure. Yeah, I am. That's... No, I'm not. I'm... Okay, no, I'm not. The Hitvids is right. It's this building on the left. It's too bad I don't have the time to hotwire a car and just use it as a blunt object to clear out these zombies. Alright, time for your lungs to burn, dude. I feel very sorry, but there's really not an alternative. They're not going to magically just fall over and die. Maybe I can lose them. Oh. Rear door is open. I shouldn't be in here with them coming in. Hey, Wicked Crow. Thank you for the sub. I actually might be able to lose a lot of them. Running all the way down here. I'll kill this one. I'll turn the corner. Oh, and okay, never mind. This is still fewer than I had before. Why'd I put the zombies on tough? God, that was such a bad idea. They're so tanky. Oh my god, they're so tanky. I essentially just rely on crits. Oh man, I am exerted enough that now I'm doing single-digit damage. For zombies that have like 400 health, single-digit is not great. Get them while they're down! Okay, there's only one more coming for me. Is it katana time? No, I hung in there. Little rice bowl break. Bring on the sadness of the rice. Okay. That was not terrible. Yeah, katanas are really like the oh crap weapon of like, I will die if I don't use it. I shouldn't be so stingy that I never use it, because there will be times where, like, I probably should have and didn't pull it out, right? But hordes like this, especially in the open, if your walking speed is greater than the zombie's shamble speed, you can always just kind of, like, walk away from the fight, hop back in your car and drive away. Which means as long as I don't, like, trap myself somewhere, you know, like in a corner of a fence, like where I currently am. There's a pretty effective way to bail. You just finished the Hedge Knight? episode? It's your favorite storyline so far? I'm glad. I actually, I took a bit of a gamble. I ran a poll around New Year's, and the poll was essentially like, hey, what do you guys want? What kind of content do you want me to do for 2023? And the sort of narrative story did not poll very well. But I wanted to do it anyway, so I ignored people, and, well, it's been well liked. It has not been very... It's been watched, but, like, not very much, though, for the effort I put in, just between you, me, and literally everyone watching this. Which was, discouraging, because it is a lot of effort, more so than most of my other content. So it's very... like, in the bang for the buck kind of calculations, it's, expensive. I'll put it that way. Alright, was that Survival 4? Cool. But it's fine. Not everything needs to make money. It can be a passion project. Following my heart, exactly. Yeah, I'd like to even get further into that sort of storytelling at some point. Not for that series, but for future series. Well, those that voted 0, or gambled 0, you're looking pretty good so far. I have not found a car zone yet, and there's not a lot of shelves left. One skill tape for the entire place might be... No, we have woodcraft. It's not a car zone, but, But yep, the answer is 0. Nada. Nothing. 37% of you thought that this would be the case, and congrats to you, because you would be right. So there's also, before I start filling my inventories with the shelves, there's some other points of interest in this plaza that I might want to hit up for food, because food is pretty sparse. So yeah, I'm not gonna grab the shelves just yet. You would originally have voted against it, but it's converted you to the ways. I figured that would be the case. There are some things that, like, I do think people have a low interest in, and I'm usually a pretty good judge of that. But I felt like that kind of storytelling would really work, and I'm glad people have liked it. Oh man, I forgot how many zombies are right outside. Please don't see me or hear me. Salt! Really? This whole restaurant, you have salt and ketchup? And a rotten zucchini, which I'm not even going to bother with. Yeah, this place got hit pretty hard. That's pretty brutal. Where am I? What is this? This is the back of some other place? I hear zombies out front. Oh no, this is the camera flash place. Can I take a fridge? I could. Ideally, I'd want a freezer. And I don't know if, I'd want one of those and I have one in the, back home. So it wouldn't really be worth my carry weight. And I think this is the Lickety Split. So the high-rise that I live in has a high-capacity icy freezer in it. So I'll just use that. But yeah, icy for life. All right, I'll do one more shelf then. I'm kind of out of time, and there might be some more stuff here worth taking, but I'll cut my losses. You know, this place might be more convenience store than alcohol. Nope. Maybe not. Come on. Snacks. Chips. Salsa. Doritos. Something. Also, my weight is 56. I have hacked the game. That's another reason why I find the whole equipping a piece of furniture as a weapon is so weird. Because I've exceeded the maximum carry weight because I was holding it in my hand and then I pulled out the crowbar. Which then simulates that it's in my inventory, but I don't actually have the carry capacity for it to be in my inventory. So the game's like, oh, well, I guess you just are holding more weight than what is physically possible. And it just allows it. Gotta move, gotta move. Question to all you guys. What do you want me to do tomorrow? Do you want me to hit up the last VHS tape store in town or do something else? Or, would you want me to organize more stuff, work on tailoring or carpentry, scavenge for the farming magazine that I don't have, something else that you suggest? I did see some highlighter messages of suggestions, but if you want to log the suggestions, use the channel point redemption of, like, suggest something, because it's it actually gets logged in a different, more permanent way. Go for coffee? Yeah, I could do that. There's a bunch of seahorses kind of around where I live. I don't have a coffee maker yet, but I'd also make an effort to get a coffee maker. Or espresso maker, even better. Sorry, shelves. I was gonna go back for them, but I'm not. While winded and late at night, I'm not gonna bother with that. Know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to drive away. Why is driving around town making my dude depressed? I think this is the high percent truck I'm driving by. that pickup truck I identified that was in really good shape. Now that I have this van, I don't obviously care as much. But scrapping it for parts, it'd probably be best for me to wait until my mechanic skill is slightly higher. Because if I took high percent parts and I tried to disassemble them or take them out of a car, I'd likely just ruin the parts and... So, never mind. Everything that I was saying, never mind. I'm going with JD's. He wants to go over 55, but can't. And that's what makes him sad. Or maybe that he's missing a window. And he's cold. Yeah, that's probably it, right? I mean, if the windchill's really bad out, and he's driving around fast, that's gotta hurt. Like, actively hurt. Any exposed skin's probably just on fire. No, the windchill's not that bad, but it is negative 16, so... I'm going with the... Driving at speed feels like you're setting yourself on fire. Is he in a lab coat? Well, that dude's strapped. He's got like a deagle on his hip and a shotgun on his back. Oh, because he's a cop. What'd you vote for? Tailor and carpentry? You got it. And if you're wondering, he wears blue trunks. You know, when they say boys in blue, they mean those boys. I'm not sorry. Not even a little bit. But cars have heaters. Have I checked in the van? The van's missing a window. So whether it has a heater or not is kind of not the big problem. The big problem is the window's broken because I smashed it to get in. So there is a horrible breeze driving around in that thing. And that's probably what he's mad about. That's actually not the way the game mechanics work for sadness. I'm just making things up. Role-playing. I just don't want to mislead you. The sadness was that I was eating pasta that was plain. And you know what? I don't... Well, true plain pasta would maybe bother me. But I don't mind plain pasta. If it has like a little butter and a little salt, but... My dude here is not eating buttery, salted pasta. He's just eating dry noodles. And, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Dry noodles sounds pretty bad. Get them dry noodles. You know, if that's what you like, T-Man, I will give you as many dry noodles when we co-op PZ as you want. I will force feed you dry noodles at gunpoint. That sounded really aggressive. Eat the dry noodles. Or else. I give you more dry noodles. That's what else. Best punishment ever. It puts the dry noodles in the mouth. Or it gets the hose again. Aggressive kindness. I would keep you fed. I really hate the location of that shelf that I put down, too. So I'm going to move it. This one is awful. Really just awful. Gets in the way. I'm gonna fix it. I haven't really eaten a lot of food today, so all this talk about noodles is making me exceedingly hungry. And like low-key forgot to eat. It's okay. I'll be eating in an hour. I'll survive. Or I won't. You guys will just watch me slowly succumb to starvation. You miss so much, stupid work get in the way? Yeah, man. Like, work. Who needs it? If only. If only, right? Set the clocks back to, like, hunter-gatherer time. No more work. To quote blank, work sucks, I know. Hey, Shellbell. How's it going? So after all of that little organization that nobody voted on, I still have a giant pile of random debris, but I don't know, it's looking better. I know I just moved the katana. So here's what I want to do. Bullets comes out. I'm still waiting on the dressers for clothing. I want my clothing in proper dressers. Why, I can't explain. I just do. But all the medical stuff I can pull out now and put that into a medical thing. So let's put medical closest to the bed. Also, given my mobility, it's entirely possible that I don't need the splint anymore. I'll check in a minute. My organizational stuff here is like terrible. It's really, really bad. But most of this is just clothing. There's a... Well, I take the baking soda tissues. But yeah, most of this is just clothing or cigarettes, and that means it's roughly speaking organized. Just a pile of clothing. It's kind of a normal thing. Who here doesn't have a random pile of clothing on their floor? You'd be lying to say that you've never done that. So after surviving all of that, I am going to treat myself. My weight, I can afford a little bit of extra weight. So I'm going to eat some naughty food here. There's so much babbling going on in the background. I don't think you can hear it. But IRL, mega babbling. It's really funny to listen to. So level tailoring carpentry. I will switch books. Oops, I just put that back in the wrong spot. So tailoring 1, I already have my carpentry red, if I recall. Yep. So carpentry's fully red. So we'll just be working on tailoring. And honestly, the way to do tailoring, I could go to the, you know what? I'm going to make a bit of an adventure out of it. I'm going to try to go to the tailoring store and see what I can get out of the tailoring store. I'm sure I'm going to be super, super disappointed because I have insanely rare loot on. So, like, I can't imagine I'm going to get a lot out of going to the tailor store, but whatever. Might as well try. Could be a fun time. I'm going to be waking up at, like, 0 past noon or something. I failed to keep track of the time here, and it's 3:30 in the morning. Did I lock viewer suggestions? Yeah, what I normally do in these polls is I'll have viewer suggestions locked unless it gets voted on. And then if it gets voted on, I'll unlock viewer suggestions. So that you're just not spending channel points that will never end up on a poll. Not that viewer suggestions is expensive. It's like 50 channel points. You get that in like 2.5 minutes or something. I don't know. I don't know the math. It's actually impossible to do because there's too many variables. Depends on whether you're a sub, what tier sub you are, whether you're clicking on that like give me more points button. So my plan is to try to head to the sewing place. And I need to figure out exactly where that is. So I am going to cheat and look at the PZ map. I think it's actually very close, which is why I'm considering it. Okay, yeah, it's, I live here. It's this building here. So I'm just going to do a little red arrow. I am going to drive over there, which is really not that far. You suggest clearing out the basement? That's not a bad idea. I think it's probably cleared, though. Thank you for tuning in to Project Zomboid Arctic, which originally streamed live on Twitch, April 27th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my gaming community, Rhadamant.com also has a link to Discord, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you in next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell.